baseball from the Lone Star State. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Houston Astros. Well, Singy, all eyes are on this team's elite starting rotation. They're stringing together some quality outings.
Yeah, every starter is stepping up right now, Boog, going deep into games, and most importantly, keeping their bullpen fresh. Buckle up, because it doesn't appear that they're cooling off anytime soon.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. All right, just about set to go. Our starting pitcher in this one, Hunter Brown.
Yeah, very respectable numbers last year, a sub 350 ERA, and guys like that, you may think, well, they're elite pitchers that are pitching sub twos, they're dominating, but when you can have that kind of consistency, you know you have a chance to win the ball game every time he takes the mound. So, good season last year, opportunity for him to go out there and repeat it this year, possibly even improve. But I tell you what, if this guy's pitching for me and I'm playing in the outfield, I'm loving every minute of it.
So 2 balls and no strikes.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
And there's a ball.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
There's a strike. That one ripped right center field. That's back there. Gone. The first batter of the game leaves the yard. 3rd home run of the season. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Well, you got to love a game that brings some action from the jump. And at the plate, he was looking for a pitch to absolutely drive. And, leadoff hitters aren't up there anymore just working the count and trying to get on. They're looking to make some noise and do some damage.
This one in the air center field. Dubon sizes this one up. He makes the grab, and there's one down. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustment. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And it's caught for the out.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Anthony Santander at the plate. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Ball one there. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Foul ball there. And that one is downstairs, and it's 2-1. Right through there for a strike. And now it's filled up. 2 outs, base is empty. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
It's been a little bit of a shaky inning, but he's still in a good spot to get out of this thing without giving up any more runs. He's just got to turn the page and go after this next guy.
Bo Bichette up to the dish, and that misses. And that's ball 1. That one down the line, and that's just foul. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Batting sixth, third baseman Ernie Clement.
And next for Toronto, Ernie Clement. Edge of the zone, called a strike. It's 0-1.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
Base hit center field. Coming home. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they take a 2-run lead.
Everything came together for him. At 110 miles per hour on the exit velo, that thing was screaming, and that's some serious bat speed to generate contact like that, and no doubt a higher launch angle sends that thing out of here easily.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Next to hit, Will Wagner. And first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Fastball for a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
And he can't come up with it. Still finds a way to get off a throw. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. On to the bottom of the first. Blue Jays 2, the Astros coming to bat. Back here in Houston and getting to start, Chris Bassett. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 2.
Well, as a hitter, you're hoping that the command on that sinker doesn't come until later in the ball game. But if that's how it's going to be all day, it's going to be a tough one for the offense.
Fires over to Guerrero, and they get Altuve for the out. Now we check out the Astros lineup. And Zingy, I'm a bit surprised to see this many righties in a lineup against a right-hander.
Yeah, you're not the only one, Boog. I'm a bit surprised as well. And, you know, some hitters work well against same-handed pitching. You know, just back in 2024, Bobby Witt Jr., Vlad Guerrero Jr., and Aaron Judge all had higher batting averages against righties than they did against lefties. So maybe they got a plan after all.
Mauricio Dubon in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. The pick behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
1-1.
Up the middle, Jimenez to first, and the home first moving along quickly today. 2 gone.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Yordan Alvarez. Pitch misses there, and it's 1-0.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Two outs. And that's outside.
2-0 count. You really don't want to give in here. You got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
And Another ball. Pumps in a strike, and now 3-1 the count. Right through there for a strike.
We got full count.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Swings here and blasts one left field, and that one hops the wall. Around first, digging for two. The throw into second, and he'll pull into second with two gone.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
And now it's Christian Walker. Here's a guy who's been struggling so far this year. It's only late April, but still hoping he'll turn it around soon. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
Right side, Guerrero. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. One left for Houston. They trail it here 2-0. And we're back. Here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk.
Alejandro Kirk.
Kirk, a former All-Star, 26 years old. He's been on a terrific run at the plate, hitting over .350 in his last 10. Brown back to work. And that is in for a strike. 0-1. And that's in the dirt.
1 strike.
Fly ball down the line. And that will drop foul. And a pitch.
Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
To the right side, Altuve. Throws to first in time. 1 out in the second.
Batting ninth, center fielder Dalton Varsho.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. And that one a little below the knees. Ball 1. Ground ball left side, and it stays fair. Around first and hustling for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's Andres Jimenez. He's already homered in this game. In there for strike 1. That's a little bit low. Eric Summersgill, our plate umpire.
One thing to watch out for, Boog, is what side of the plate Summersgill might be favoring. He usually sets up at an angle. Pitchers sometimes will try to figure that out early so they can attack that spot and get as many strike calls as possible.
In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Singy, what kind of strike zone is most frustrating for hitters?
I'd say off the plate, away, and down. And why? Those are the toughest locations to hit the baseball. No, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in place somewhere, and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
Lucas in the box for the second time. 1 ball, no strikes. Varsho on at second with 2 down. That's down and in.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And that is that. Blue Jays held in check, but they're on top 2-0. We head to the bottom of the second. At the plate, Yainer Diaz.
Yainer Diaz.
And there's a strike on the outside corner.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
On the ground, right side. Guerrero steps on the bag and quickly 1 away in the second.
Batting 6th, third baseman, Isaac Paredes.
So next up for Houston, Isaac Paredes. Right through there for a strike. That clips the corner.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase
1 ball,
if you
2
look
strikes.
down in that area.
1 out, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
2 down, base is empty. John Singleton up next for the Astros. Pitch misses there. Ball 1. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Nothing across here this half. We played 2 full. Blue Jays 2, and the Astros nothing. Welcome back. Last series, the pitching was not good as we take a check of the numbers. And downstairs.
I love the fact that we've seen both Vladimir Guerrero and Vladdy Jr. win the home run derby. They're the first father-son duo to ever win it. Vladdy back in 2007 and Vladdy Jr. in 2023. Even though his dad didn't give him any advice for the event other than to go out there and hit home runs.
Throws across the diamond. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, left fielder, Anthony Santander.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, Anthony Santander. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. That one's in there, and that is strike one.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss at 96. Struck him out. 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Bo Bichette. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Now
Ernie
batting,
Clements
third
next
baseman,
up for the
Ernie
Blue Jays.
Clements.
Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Check on the runner. Bichette dive back in. And that one hit 97 on the gun. And he swings through that one.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. 1 left for Toronto, but they hold the 2-0 lead.
You see how high my degrees be. You see them jock trying to beat me. It's only one man, believe me. Believe me. It's only one man, believe me. Believe me.
Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling.
Jeremy Pena.
The shortstop takes the ball. Fouled off left side. Pitch misses.
Outside, that's a ball.
2-1. Just missed.
Outside.
That clips the zone, and it's 3-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Batting ninth, right fielder.
And next to hit for Houston, Chas McCormick. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game.
But this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
And that is downstairs. 1-0. On the inside corner for a strike.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Pena gets his lead at first. Nobody out. In the dirt. Tag, safe at second. And good hustle to move up That's a wild pitch.
Definitely trying to work down and get that double play ball, but it got away enough to erase any chance of that. Good job of moving up into scoring position. Now a hit could make that wild pitch really sting.
Swings through it for the K. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Well, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. You know, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Reaching for it, makes the catch.
Yeah, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Here's Mauricio Dubon. He's 0 for 1. And that's downstairs. And that's ball 1. Man on second, 2 down. Line drive, makes the grab, and that's the inning. So the Astros lead 1. They're still down. It's 2-0. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the DH, Will Wagner. First pitch just misses.
Well, these Blue Jays showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
And there's a strike.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
You see me coming up, stop.
So digging in, Alejandro Kirk grounded out his first time up. That's off the inside corner, and that is ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a ball popped in the air.
Up next for the Blue Jays, center fielder Dalton Varsho.
1 down. And now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho doubled his first time up. That one close, ruled a ball. And that's ball 1. Man at first, 1 away. The 1-1 is fouled off. That one missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one misses. Ball 3. ball. The throw to third, in safely with a double, his second of the day.
Back-to-back base hits.
Now
He
batting,
smashed that ball the other way and
Andres
kept it fair down the third baseline. Did an excellent job of just throwing the barrel at the ball, even though he was a little late on it.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Hunter Brown will depart. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching.
New
for the
pitcher on now,
Astros.
Lance McCullers Jr.
Number 43.
And he's got a big time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
So the lineup flips over, and now it's going to be Andres Jimenez. Golden opportunity right here. Little chopper rolls foul.
Oh, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
2 on, 1 out. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Hit on the ground to short. Pena zips it to first. There for the out. Runner scores from third.
Now batting, right fielder Nathan Lucas.
Nathan Lucas next up for the Blue Jays. 0 for 2 in this one. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Now that's smacked to right center. And that'll do it. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We're midway in the 4th. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the Astros nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. Now at the plate, Yordan Alvarez. First pitch misses. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. And that one is downstairs, and the count is even 2-2. On the ground to short, dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and they catch a break as they get a base runner at first.
Now batting, first baseman Christian.
So man aboard, and now the first baseman, Christian Walker. He's 0 for 1. Outside low, ball 1. Nobody out, runner at first. Swing and a line drive ripped out into right center. That's a base hit. Alvarez around second. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out.
Back-to-back singles. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
So runners at the corners. Nobody out. Yainer Diaz getting ready to hit. 0 for 1 so far. And ball one.
Out.
Runners at the corners, nobody out. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. That's too low. And now 2-0.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
On the ground. That's a base hit as a run scores.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
First and second, no outs. Isaac Paredes up next for the Astros. On the ground to third, but it kicks foul.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
And there's a ball.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Here's a high chopper. Tosses to first. 1 out in the bottom of the fourth.
That was a productive at bat. You know you're doing something right. Anytime you help move 2 runners into scoring position and give your team a chance to drive in a few runs, even if it's still kind of early in the game.
John Singleton up next for the Astros. Grounded out his first time. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
And that is cut on and missed. 0-2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Here's the 0-2. And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there. And now, Jeremy Pena. Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely will score 2. And that's in there for strike 1. Two on, 2 outs. And that is out of play.
One ball.
Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. The 1-2. In the air, right field. Brings it in, and that will end the inning. Back here at Dyken Park, ready now for the 5th inning. And here's the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. McCullers back to work. And that's in there for a strike. Little slider that finds the mark. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Bennett Sousa, the left-hander, up and throwing. Scott, the right-hander, loosening up as well. There's a swing and a drive. And that one is off the wall.
Seems like he got exactly what he was
Now
looking
batting,
for right
left
there.
fielder,
That pretty much split
Anthony
the zone down the
Santander.
middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Man at first, Anthony Santander digs in now. That misses the zone. 1-0. McCullers, 6'1" righty, 31 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2012. Guerrero gets his lead at first with nobody out. Outside low, 2-0.
Oh, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
And a foul ball. Next
Ball three.
offering is down low. On the ground, 2 ball. Flips to second. That's one. Can't hang on.
Now batting, shortstop, Paul Skenes.
So up next, Paul Skenes. First
Ball,
pitch
that's
doesn't
off the
find the zone. And that one pulled foul. Swings through that one for strike 2.
He's been great in this one. Eye-hand coordination just failed him a little bit right there.
That one not close. Now 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Not
Down to
close
3-2.
with that one, and it's 3-2. And ball
Take your
4,
base,
2
ball 4.
aboard.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to
Now
help him out
batting,
and make a
third
call with that
baseman,
last
Ernie
pitch, but
Clement.
neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
First and second, 1 out. Ernie Clement now at the plate. 1 for 2. He had an RBI base hit back in the first. And that drops in for a strike.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
1 out. Runners at first and second. Swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. Headed for the plate. He'll score. Runner holds at third, so just 1 across on the play.
Comes through with the RBI. Anytime you rip a line
Up
drive
next
the
for
other
the
way,
Blue
you
Jays,
feel
the
really
designated
good
hitter,
about what you
Will
did at the
Wagner.
plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Will Wagner, the next to hit. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. That's a strike.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
And that's a strikeout looking. That was pretty nasty. In steps the man they call Captain Kirk. 1 for 2. That catches the corner.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
That misses the zone, and it's 1-1. 2 outs, 2 in scoring position. That pitch gets the inside corner. 1-2. Good job to fight that one off. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. The Jays push across a run on this double. It's now a 4-1 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, these Astros looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They only have 1 hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
And a foul ball. That's off the mark. It's 2-2. And a swing and a miss. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. So the Houston lineup turns over. Jose Altuve up to hit here.
Jose Altuve.
So I think the key, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
First pitch misses.
Ball 1, no strike.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Bichette. And they get Altuve for the out.
Now batting, center fielder Mauricio Dubon.
So 2 down now, and here is Mauricio Dubon. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Oh, 2 now. Got it. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Offense held in check there. 5 innings complete. It's the Blue Jays 4 and the Astros 1. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Movement in the bullpen. Bennett Sousa up and loosening in the pen. And that one clips the corner. That just misses, and the count is 2-2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Two now. Hard hit left side. Paredes fires over to first. Now one gone in the top of the sixth.
Up next for the Blue Jays, second baseman Andres Jimenez.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Here's the second baseman, Andres Jimenez. He's already homered here in this one. That misses the zone. Ball one. Swing and a high fly ball right field. McCormick sizing this one up. Makes the grab. 2 down.
Now batting, right fielder Nathan
So digging
Lucas.
in, Nathan Lucas. 0 for 3 in this one. And that's outside. And that's ball one. And that's downstairs and outside. Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. And he's in there standing up with a 2-out double.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count.
Vladimir
Pretty much a
Guerrero
model
Jr.
swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
So runner at second, 2 down. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now 1 for 3. And delivers outside. Vladdy with another scorching run of play lately.
We've gotten used to seeing him put together impressive stretches throughout his career, Boog. When he's going like he is right now, it's really fun to watch him.
Next pitch misses, and it's 2-0. And that's in there at the knees. Got him swinging. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. Part of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. It's the Blue Jays 4 and the Astros 1. Here in Houston, John Shambi with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Yordan Alvarez. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Santander ranging back, and it hits the fence. Relay throw to second, safe, and that's his third hit.
No waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good, and that's when you know you're right where you need to be at the plate. It's even better when it gets you extra bases. Gotta love looking in at your dugout and seeing your teammates fired up.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Now the batter now, Christian Walker, and that's down and away. Base hit. And they get it in quickly. First and third now with nobody out. At the plate is the Astros catcher, Gunnar Diaz.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. Fouled off. He was late.
You come into the game knowing that unless the ball's in the dirt or gets by him, we're probably not going to steal anything today. So that's where you want to get a little more aggressive on your secondary lead and hope that some base hits, some slugs, some home.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. One run across, and it's off the wall. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds it third.
Well, that gets him a little closer in this one. You see a ball come off the bat like that, you know it was pretty much a perfect swing. And for me, I start wondering, and I'm looking on the computer, what was the exit velocity? This time 106.
Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. That's it for Chris Bassett, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for
Out of the
Toronto,
bullpen for the Jays, Eric
number
Swanson.
50.
Still a lot of game
Eric
left,
Swanson.
and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Here's the third baseman, Isaac Paredes.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
Fastball for a strike. And that one fouled off.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swing and a miss, splitter in the dirt. Kirk to first. Applies the tag, one away after the strikeout.
Now batting, the designated hitter, John Singleton.
And now the DH, John Singleton.
This is all about situational hitting. It's crucial in this spot. Do whatever it takes to put the ball in play, and hopefully you find a gap in the defense.
And that one is in for a strike. With the go-ahead run at the plate here in the bottom of the sixth. Ball one there. Next offering is in for a strike. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Strike three, and that's two in a row.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Now here is Jeremy Pena. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-2 is the count.
Walker at third. Diaz at second with 2 gone. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Luis Garcia.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Anthony Santander getting ready to hit. Both the infield and the outfield shifted over to the right. Curveball drops in for a strike. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. So up next for Toronto, Bo Bichette. That one missing inside. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. And that one fouled off. One down, base is empty. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Clement, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Swings through that.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Headed towards the corner. McCormick on the run. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. That one outside. And the count's even at 2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Count's full.
Squirts away a little bit. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. On the ground to first. Could be 2. Oh, a great flip. And he gets him. Nicely done.
Now batting, designated hitter, Will Wagner.
So now the DH spot, Will Wagner. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
0-1.
Here's a chopper to short. Pena. That's the 3rd out. Blue Jays held in check as they can't add to their 4-2 lead.
Now pitching for
We're
Toronto.
back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the
Number
7th.
57.
Chad Green.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these
Leading off
situations.
for the Astros.
And stepping in for the
Right fielder,
Astros, Chaz McCormick, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. He was late there, strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Swings through that one.
Ooh, Baya.
No ball,
You
2
gotta remember to
strikes.
take the donut off the bat, partner.
And
Ball
takes
1.
low for ball 1. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3.
Now batting.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Booth, get back on track. His team needs him.
Now it's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. Pitch
Ball
misses
back in.
inside, and it's 1-0. That one fouled off.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
And a swing and a miss.
Clearly he was sitting on a
1 ball,
fastball right
2
there and
strikes.
just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
In the air on the infield, Bichette puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down.
Boy, that was a hanging
Now
breaking
batting,
ball right
center
there. I think he
fielder,
tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get
Mauricio
really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Now the number 2 hitter, Mauricio Dubon. That's a base hit, and that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No
Now
messing
batting,
around right
left
there.
fielder,
You'll often hear the
Gunnar
phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Alvarez in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Tying run at the plate. Inside. And the count is 1-1. That's towards center. Varsho under this one. He's there. He's got it. And that is the inning. 1 left for Houston. Still down by a count of 4-2. And we're back, ready to begin the 8th. And now the catcher comes up to him. Alejandro Kirk. Garcia, 28 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. And ball 1. Tap foul at the plate. That one in there across the letters.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And now it's even up. Stays alive. That missed by a lot. 3-2 now. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really
Up
close
next for the Blue
pitches, and
Jays,
somehow,
center fielder,
Boogie found a way to
Dalton
keep the
Varsho.
bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Varsho in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. Kirk on at first. Nobody out.
Ball 2.
In the dirt, blocked. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Breaking ball misses down and away.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Fouls 1 away, and now 3-2. Runner at first with no outs here. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
First and second, no outs. Andres Jimenez digs in now. That one's in there. That's strike one. First and second, no outs. And we're in the top of the 8th. Grounder might be 2. Off balance speed, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Now that
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
And now the right fielder, Nathan Lucas. 1 for 4 with a double. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Late swing, foul to the left. To short, could be 2. Off balance speed, there's 1. And that's 2. So they're able to work around a pair of walks in the inning. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Blue Jays 4 and the Astros 2.
now pitching for
Back
Toronto.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Jimmy Garcia.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And now the first baseman, Christian Walker.
First baseman, Christian Walker.
And that's downstairs. Ball 1. And that's too high.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
Fought off foul. Next offering is fouled back. This to third. Clement over to first. And a key out leading off the bottom of the 8th.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Diaz in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Well, they say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
Turned on, but foul wide of third. The Blue Jays leading by 2 here in the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Ball 1.
Pretty standard
One ball, 2
high
strikes.
0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Cut on and lifted in the air. And that'll get down for a hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but
Now that
he
is
did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. And now here is Isaac Paredes. See the velocity, 97 with that fastball. And the next pitch is way outside. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Off balance speed, there's one. Relay to Guerrero in time, inning-ending double play.
Pitcher made the pitch, and his players made the play behind him. Nice job. 4-6-3 inning-ending double play.
Back here in Houston, we go to the ninth, and here's the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Garcia back to work. There's a strike.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
And that's off the inside edge. And 1-1. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one down.
Now batting, left fielder, Anthony Santander.
And now Anthony Santander. Outside low, and that's ball one.
Ball one, no strikes.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Base is empty, one away here in the top of the ninth. Next pitch is outside.
Ball two.
Gets a piece and stays alive. On the ground to the left, and that's a fair ball. Now he'll turn for second, and that's a two-bagger.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that
Now
at bat,
batting,
battling with
shortstop,
2
Paul
strikes.
Skenes.
Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
And next for Toronto, Bo Bichette. The shortstop takes the ball. Yeah, that's fouled off. And a strike in there. Santander, the runner at second with one away. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Fires to first on the run. It's there, and that's a great play.
That's what a good sinker is designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. This to third. Paredes zips it across, and the inning is over. One left for Toronto, but they still lead this one 4-2. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Jeff Hoffman.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
John Singleton now at the plate.
Astros, designated hitter, John John Singleton.
And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
The 1-0. And that's in for a strike. Breaking ball inside. And a count 2-1. Swing and a chopper out to short. Whips it to first. And they get the leadoff man in the ninth.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
He's 2 outs away. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jeremy Pena. Just missed. Hoffman, an all-star a season ago. He features a slider, a four-seamer, a splitter, and he works in a sinker. The Astros trailing by 2. We're in the last half of the 9th inning.
Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
That breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Now, just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. In the air, right field. Corrals it. Out number 2.
Now batting, right fielder.
So it's their last chance in this one. Chas McCormick up next for the Astros. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. And it's 0-1.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Next offering is fouled back. 2-run game with 2 away here in the bottom of the 9th. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And that'll do it.
It's always nice to grab the opener of a series. You come into a new ballpark and just sometimes things aren't as comfortable as what you've been used to. The mound doesn't look straight. The background isn't what you like, but they didn't let any of those things distract them. In fact, they looked like they were playing a home game. Excellent job to set the tone for this series.
And your final 4-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
But some won't like what I do on the mic. That's alright. I just do what to me feels right. Back in the booth. This traders, I gave you hard work and labor. I gave you your flavor. Bohemian haters. This fakers, you gave me crumbs, now give me cakers. The movers and fakers get around and catch the papers. While my shots is jumping like the Lakers. I want land with acres, you immigrant show papers. I'm from back in the day where the was wearing tapers. And they call you a moody, treat you like a racist. Militant, yeah, I'm back in the booth. Pop, I hit you from the roof, yeah. It's the truth, but pressure on you when you stoop. With body shots till your body drop. I ain't got the hammer.